Hello everybody, SlimKirby here, and welcome to my new Let's Play. Yeah, that should give it away. That's right, folks. I am going to be doing Pikmin 2. Now, a little brief history about this project. This has actually been a project in the making for a very, very, very long time. And I'm not kidding when I say that, because for those who already know, I actually did the original Pikmin back in 2008. That was one of my very first Let's Plays, actually. And probably, if I had to guesstimate, it was probably my most popular Let's Play at the time. And a lot of people requested for me to do the second game. And I was honestly not ready to do the second game yet because, for one of my good friends on YouTube, K-Man Rules 1331, was also was doing this Let's Play already, and his Let's Play was phenomenal because he's, in my opinion, the Pikmin master and of YouTube anyway. And he did a great job with that project, and I felt like I had very big shoes to fill, and I just didn't really know this game that well, so I kind of just put this on hold. And for some of you guys, as you already know, I actually redid the first Pikmin game last spring, and I figured that, since I kind of have the first game fresh in my mind, that doing the second game not too long after would be, a good project. So that is why I'm doing the second game, and that's why I'm doing it now. As you might expect, I am going to be covering like the entire single-player game, so I'll be getting all of the treasures, I'll be showing off all the different levels, doing all the caves, all that stuff, and I'm also going to show off the challenge mode as well. I haven't decided yet if it's going to be like a series of extra videos, or if I'm going to save this for the weekend mini project, to do at a later date. I haven't really decided yet, but I'll figure that out and I'll let you guys know later on. And I think that's really about it. There's also a two-player battle mode, but can't really show that off. If me and K-Man ever meet up in the future, we could always do this, or do a Let's Play of the challenge mode co-op, because you can also do the challenge mode co-op as well. And of course you have your options, highest scores for I think both challenge mode and your normal mode, and bonuses, which contain some stuff I'll be going over after I finish the game. So let's go ahead and get started. I've kind of rambled on enough. And oh wow, I don't actually have the first file, so I guess we're going to be file 1. This file all the way over here is actually my practice file, kind of me going through the game a little bit before I do my recording file, and, trying to get used to the areas again and getting a feel for some of the best strategies to use. So yeah, let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so this game literally takes place right after the first game. Like, this game starts with Olimar coming home after after all of the events of Pikmin 1. So yeah, Captain Olimar escaped the planet, and then he goes back to his home. However, there are some problems that are going on at his home company. So if you haven't figured it out yet, the mission of this game is to destroy that ravenous space bunny. Okay, not really, but our actual mission is to repay the debt that the President and Louie got us into, and I'm not sure the equivalent of Pocos in terms of US currency, but either way, that was a lot of ones and zeros, so I'm assuming that it's going to be a lot. So it turns out that the foreign object that Olimar brought back is actually worth money here. And I guess you can probably see where the game is going with this. Alright. So we're going back to the Pikmin planet to gather more treasure. And that is the premise of this game. Okay, so we're at the Valley of Repose. But it looks like we lost our good friend Louie, so I guess our first mission is to rescue him. Yeah, we kind of already noticed that, you stupid ship. I am not a big fan of the ship. He is kind of the, not really the narrator, but he's kind of like Navi in this game from, you know, Ocarina of Time. He kind of tries to remind you of different controls, and he always has something to say about everything, so we have to listen to all of his annoying commentary. Oh sweet, it's the Pikmin. So it looks like we're going to help our Pikmin friends again. Kind of going over the controls again really quickly. So yeah, we're going to call our Pikmin over to us. And it looks like they actually recognize us too. Okay, so yeah, again, little brief summary of the controls. I'll do that really quickly. You basically move around, your Pikmin follow you, you press the A button to throw Pikmin, you press B to call them back. You can use the C stick to rotate your Pikmin and kind of push them in the direction you want them to walk and, you know, run into things they can interact with. The X button dismisses them, and once again you can call them back with the B button. Y button, I'm sure it does something, we just don't have the function yet. R and L control the camera, and the Z button kind of just controls the camera as well. And there's actually a lot of unique features in this game that get introduced in these, you know, the second game. And I'll go over all those when we actually, you know, get those features. So let's go ahead and progress. We need to destroy this dwarf Bulborb, which it was very easy to do. He went down without a fight, pretty much. And now we have this plastic bag over here, but before we can do anything with it, it seems like the ship has actually regained communications with Louie. And that is where the Y button comes into play. Because when you press the Y button, you actually switch captains. That's right, in this game you actually control 2 characters at a time. I'll go over the different ways in which you can interact with both captains at the same time later, once we actually rejoin with Olimar. Okay, so here's Louie. There's nothing really different or unique about Louie in terms of controls. He pretty much controls the same as Olimar, so don't worry about any of that. So let's go up this hill, and sure enough, there is the red Pikmin onion. So Louie's going to get kind of a tutorial here about how the onions work and how you produce Pikmin. I'm going to not really cover that because, you know, it should be elementary at this point, assuming you watched the first Pikmin project. Although I probably shouldn't make that assumption. Okay, there we go. So there is the Pikmin seed. It is sprouted. Let's go ahead and pluck them up. And we have our first Pikmin buddy. Technically we have 5 others on the map already, but this is the first one we actually plucked. Okay, so once again, kind of going over the controls. Oh, Louie. I'm starting to get the feeling that maybe the ravenous space bunny was not really the contributor to the accident of your last mission. But that's something we'll get into much later. Okay, so we need to harvest these pellets. So let's throw our Pikmin friend up here. He'll get rid of those flowers. He'll actually get rid of the second one too. It's hard to say really because I've never really figured it out myself, but a part of me's always thought that the Pikmin AI in this game is a lot better than what it is in the Pikmin 1. Although, don't quote me on that. I feel like the Pikmin are easier to control and they kind of get an idea, or they at least have a better idea of what they should be doing. Again, don't quote me on that. I don't know for sure. I haven't really looked at the AI too in-depth. I just love to play these games. I try not to analyze every little thing. Okay, so yeah, this is stuff we should all know by this point. Okay. So now we can start getting our Pikmin army together. Let's go ahead and pick these other Pikmin and let's start farming some pellets. Like right there, like they didn't come like straight back to me. They went ahead and like started taking back the pellets, which I don't think they did that in the first game. Although again, I don't know for sure. Maybe they did. And in general, it might not be too helpful anyway, just because like sometimes you might not want them to come back. Maybe it's not really so much their AI is bad. Maybe it's their AI is too good to the point where you know, they're like a few steps ahead of where you are in terms of your strategy. I don't know, that's just the way I've kind of always seen it anyway. Okay, so we have 11 Pikmin soldiers right now, and let's go back to Olimar really quickly. Back to this paper bag that I never really went over. But anyway, if you throw a Pikmin on top of the paper bag, you'll notice that we need 10 more Pikmin to actually squish this down, and we have 11 Pikmin right here, so we're going to switch back to Louie. Not before we notice a big, giant Duracell battery, like, just lying in the snow. Yeah, there is a lot of product placement in this game. You'll find, like, a lot of, you know, treasures that you'd find on Earth, and I guess, like, the theory is that this planet is Earth. Like, the Pikmin planet is basically a much larger version, although not really a larger version, it's just that, you know, Olimar and his people are smaller. But yeah, that's basically what this planet is. This is the planet Earth, and we just found a battery, so hooray for that. But anyway, we'll have to get this battery out of the snow. But before we do that, we're going to rejoin with Olimar so we can together and show off how you play with both characters at once. Okay, Captain Olimar, Louie, you are reunited at last. This has been a troublesome start to our trip. But now you must feel assured that your combined wits can get you through anything, correct? So yeah, she's gonna... I don't know why I called the ship a she. I mean, I'm sure a ship doesn't really have a gender, but... I don't know, I guess it kind of goes back to the whole Navi thing, because Navi was a girl, and Navi was annoying, so... Might as well make the ship a girl too. Well, not that girls are annoying. I didn't mean it that way. I'm just saying that, you know. Whatever. If I keep speaking, I'll get myself into even more trouble. So I better just stop talking right there. So let's go over to this big giant Duracell battery, and this is actually going to be our first treasure. So let's first, we need to unearth it, because it is stuck in the ground. It shouldn't take too much to pull it out. Obviously, the more Pikmin you have assigned to one task, the faster it'll go. But we need a total of 20 Pikmin to lift this, and we should be getting enough from this Bulborb that we're sending back to the Onion, so... We'll just send a few Pikmin to get that one kind of moving all the way over there, and then we'll come back and get it once we get the Pikmin. As for the partner controls, obviously I'm controlling both Olimar and Louie at the same time. Much like Pikmin, you can actually disband the other captain by just hitting the X button. You can go over here, and then you can just switch between the two captains using the Y button. And this way you can, you know, have each captain in control of a group of Pikmin, and... a large part of the game is using that to, you know, solve puzzles and stuff like that. And it also makes a lot of tasks really easy, too, because you can actually have, like, one captain on one side of the map getting something while the other captain is on the other side of the map doing something else. So that is one of the main things I really, really love about this game. How, you know, you can actually, you know, you don't have to... do things as quickly as possible. Unlike the first game, there is no day time limit. In this game, you can take as long as you want to finish the game without any stress of a time limit, so that's always nice. But in this game, like, it almost encourages you to, you know, beat the game as fast as you can and see how many treasures you can get, so... That is one of the things I really, really like about this game. And I think that this game does it very, very well. And actually, kind of a fun fact, I meant to tell this story earlier, but I didn't really get the chance to talk about it, but, up until I saw, K-Man Rules 1331's, Let's Play of this game, his first Let's Play, because he has done a replay of the game already, but, I was never really a fan of this game. I don't know why, I just always thought the first game was superior, and I liked it so much better, but... After watching K-Man's Let's Play and then getting more into this game myself, I love this game now. Like, I think it's incredible. I guess a part of me just thought they changed way too much in this game, but they really didn't. They just... I mean, you don't have to do everything in a way that, you know, makes you the fastest person alive, but, you know, like, it encourages you to, and you can still move at your own pace, and... There really is a lot of strategy involved in this game as well, so... Like, yeah, like... After watching K-Man's Let's Play, my, opinion of this game was completely turned around. I love this game now. So yeah, that is actually going to be our first day and our first video. I know we didn't really do very much, but... It's, you know, the first starting tutorial stuff, and unfortunately the second day is also kind of gonna be kind of like that as well, so These first 2 videos are probably just going to be the first 2 days, and me covering, like, you know, basically all the tutorial stuff, and then on the 3rd day, that's when the game will actually start, and that's when, I'll feel like I'll actually have more control over, you know, what I'm doing, because the game pretty much forces you to do things in a very, not necessarily a slow manner. I felt the Pikmin 1 tutorial was a lot slower than this, but this one, not so much. I feel like it goes pretty fast. But anyway, we're going to end our day here. We're going to go back inside the Pikmin ship, or not the Pikmin ship, our own ship, because we cannot stay on the field during the night because of the nocturnal creatures that will overwhelm us if we try to stay here. And the Pikmin are actually going to follow us as well, so that is basically how this is going to work, much like the original Pikmin game. And even though they got rid of the day time limit, they still have, like, the hour time limit, so there is still a semblance of a time limit in this game. It's just not, like, over the entire game. It's just, you know, how long you can actually stay in a level in one day. Okay, so we earned some good treasure today. We got, let's see, that's like a what? About like 2.5%, or actually no, 2.8% of our total debt just in this one day, so that's nice, but we'll gain a lot more treasure tomorrow, so that's always good. And you also get an analysis of your Pikmin population, how many Pikmin you gained, how many Pikmin you lost. Obviously it's a tutorial, so we couldn't lose any Pikmin today, but starting tomorrow, you can lose Pikmin very easily, so you have to be very careful. You can also see how all of your Pikmin have died, but again, not applicable yet. I'm not really going to be going for a perfect run of this game. Like, if I get some Pikmin losses, like, I'm probably not going to, like, reset or anything. I know that a lot of people, like, really love watching the, you know, perfect no-death Pikmin challenge, but that's not really something I'm going to aim for. If I lose a Pikmin, and if it's too much of a hassle to restart, I'm not going to restart. There might be a few instances where I restart, though, like if I lose an obscene amount of Pikmin in just, like, one way, but I don't know. I'll try not to do that, though. I'll try to just, you know, play it normally, because I'm sure that you guys would rather prefer me to do it that way, so again, I'll figure it out as I go through. And we also get a message from the president every day, so you found your first bit of treasure. Fine work. Our future depends on your efforts, so check your treasure hoard regularly. I'll check in often. Keep up the pace. Then we're going to save our game, and I'm not going to end the video just yet. I do want to kind of go over some of the other options you can do at the world map. You can actually have a Piccolopedia, which is basically an analysis of all of the enemies that you can find in the game. Not just enemies, though. There's also, what would you call these? Just like vegetation. Like, there's some that aren't enemies, just, you know, vegetation. That if you interact, something small will happen. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to get all of the entries in the enemy book. Like, I'm not going to make that one of my goals, but I'm going to try to anyway. But yeah, you can also throw pick carrots, and you can actually see how the enemies interact with Pikmin on a regular basis, which is pretty cool. And you also have notes for Louie and Olimar. They kind of, you know, give their input on the enemy, and Louie does the same. Although Louie's notes are more so about, like, you know, recipes and putting the enemies in, like, a dinner or something, which is really weird. Then you also have your treasure list, where you can see all the treasures you've collected. And you also get a little brief pitch from Olimar about the treasure, so that's really cool. I'm probably not going to show off all these. I'm sure there's like a FAQ online that has all these little bios, so if I ever find one of those, I'll just link you guys to that at the very end of the Let's Play, and you can read these to your heart's content. But yeah, that's really about it. So I'm gonna go ahead and just close it right here. Go back to the area selection, and I'm gonna call this a video. So this has been SlimKirby and Let's Play Pikmin 2. I hope you guys enjoy the Let's Play. Like I said before, it's been a long time coming. A lot of you have been asking me to play this game for God knows how long. And I'm finally going to do it, so I hope you guys enjoy. So, yeah, see you guys next time. Later, folks.